All right, we are live. Betting night. Oh, I don't have any music playing in the background. Well, this will be a depressing intro with just complete silence. I have to breathe at my camera. Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, we're back with Apollo Justice. It's been a while once again, but I really was focused on getting Persona 4 finished since we've been playing that game for 2 years now. And that's done. Persona 4 is finished. I still can't believe it. We still have one more bonus episode, but yes, Persona 4 is finished. We finished that yesterday? Was that? No, it was the day before. Right, it was on Wednesday that we finished Persona. That was something else. Yeah, we finished Persona 4. We will be having, we will be having a bonus episode, likely, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll have to see. And if not, maybe after the summer, where I'm essentially going to be doing some stuff that I didn't get to finish up because I had to kind of run out of the room at the end of that episode. So, we're going to be fighting the Reaper, we're going to be checking out some of the social links that we missed, and yeah, I'm also just going to be giving my fully fleshed out thoughts on the game, comparing it to the other Persona game that I've played, Persona 3, and just, how I feel about it, the story, the characters, the gameplay, all that good stuff. So that's going to be, so yeah. Well, technically, we have finished the game. There is still one more bonus episode but we're not playing Persona 4. We're doing Ace Attorney. So, once again, same thing with Persona 4. I want to finish Ace Attorney before Wednesday of this coming week. Because once Wednesday comes, I'm flying back up to New York to go to, because my college forces all students to do summer semester between at the start of their junior. I have to do that, and it's, as I've said before, it's roughly 3 to 4 months worth of content, because it's just regular courses that you would take any other semester, but crammed into 2 months, which is hell. That's gonna be horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I'm probably not gonna have time to stream, and I don't want to leave games unfinished over the summer. So my plan is to finish Apollo Justice before classes start. That way, I can then go ahead and just lay low during the summer, and if I do have time to stream, I'll do something like Lucius, or maybe some Guilty Gear, stuff that is like not part of like this big massive series. And then, we'll continue with the next Ace Attorney game after the summer is over and I have free time again, So, yeah. With that said, let's get into the game. So, funny story, actually. I'm on a different setup right now. I'm on a different computer than I usually am, because my computer is up in New York and I'm down in Miami, so I got, this kind of weird setup. I've talked about it before, but the point is, I forgot to bring over my save file. Usually what I would do is I would upload my save file on my other computer onto like Google Drive or something, and then I download the save file onto this computer so that then I can do it. But I forgot to, because I was kind of in a rush to move out, because I had to move out 24 hours, like less than 24 hours actually, after my final exam. So getting everything ready was a rush, and I really forgot about that. So, yeah. The save file on this computer, because remember, we actually started Apollo Justice on this computer, and then when I went up to New York, I transferred the save file over to that computer. We were in the middle of, what's it called? Turnabout Corner? Yes, Turnabout Corner. So I had to, essentially, over these past couple of days, play through all of Turnabout Corner, and, the second half of Turnabout Corner, and all of Turnabout Serenade, so that we could catch up and to where we actually are. Now, I mostly just put on some video essays and stuff to listen to on the background while I just had the strategy guide telling me what to pick and just skipping through all the text. That was fine for Turnabout Corner. That one went by pretty quickly. Turnabout Serenade, though, was hell. Specifically because of those sections where you have to listen to the song or watch the video of the performance. Because those can't be skipped. You have to watch them at, the regular, time that they usually happen at. And that is horrible. So, yeah, no, it took me a while. That's why this stream got delayed 2 hours. I was originally gonna start it at noon. I woke up at 10, and I just started playing. Well, I took a shower, and then I started playing through. I had already gotten like halfway through Turnabout Serenade, but literally the last trial of Turnabout Serenade took me like 2 hours. It was horrible. So yeah, but here we are. We've done it. And now Turnabout Secession, which, based on the name, based on the fact that it's a 4th episode, and based on the preview that we watched, even though I don't remember much of it, seems like it's probably going to be the last case of the game. So let's just quickly go through what we've done. So, Turnabout Trump. This is going to be important because I have a feeling it's going to be continuing this storyline. So in Turnabout Trump, Phoenix, for some reason, stopped being an attorney 7 years ago. He became a piano player at a shady bar, when in reality he was actually just a master poker player that would just, rake in money through playing poker. And then at one point he got visited by this shady man, and that man ended up dead. However, as it turned out, Kristoph Gavin, the defense attorney, who was actually Apollo's mentor and a friend of Phoenix, was actually the one who killed the shady man and tried to pin it on Phoenix despite being his defense attorney. Which is why Phoenix specifically requested for Apollo to be his defense attorney instead, because he had a feeling that Apollo could be trusted, unlike Kristoph. He was expecting Kristoph. So, but what we never got, we were able to prove that Kristoph was the killer, but what we never got was what was the motive. Why would Kristoph kill this man who he had supposedly never met, and why would he pin it on Phoenix Wright, of all people? His motive is the one thing we never got, as well as his history with Wright and this man. Then in Turnabout Corner, we actually learn that the reason... Well, we don't actually learn the reason why Phoenix lost his license, or I don't know if he lost his license or got barred, or he fucking just decided to quit. But whatever happened, it happened 7 years ago at a trial in which he went up against Clavier Gavin. Pretty guy, fake rock guy, So, that's, so I have a feeling that's gonna be tying into that somewhat. So, I'm sorry. Can Discord not make fucking noise? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. 1 second. See if I can. I think I'm just gonna need a task manager, right? I think so. Because it stays open in the background and gives you all those shitty notification sounds. Oh god, and it's got like 30 different instances. No! Come on! Okay, there we go. I think it's gone. Okay, we shouldn't have to deal with Discord notifications anymore. Cool. But yeah, as I was saying, so yes, this is all likely tied together. The murder of the shady guy, Phoenix being framed for the murder, Kristoph's relation to Phoenix and the shady guy, Clavier's, trial in which he went up against Phoenix. It's gonna be really interesting to see how all of that comes together. Very much like Trials and Tribulations, this is an overarching story that is building up throughout the entire game, right? So I'm very interested. Turnabout Serenade was pretty much a standalone case as Episode 3, as, the third case is are. But it was quite a cool one. I have a few issues with the ending, but it was pretty cool. And I don't really, as far as I can remember, I don't think there was anything in that episode that specifically could have any kind of relation to the sort of Phoenix Kristoph storyline, right? So I think we've got like the basic gist of what's going on. But yes, let's find out what is actually going down. What is this big conspiracy? What the fuck is up with Kristoph? I mean, he's already in jail, so how bad can he be? Famous last words, considering after Dahlia Hawthorne was executed, her fucking ghost started coming back and killing people! So, you know, I guess you could never truly get rid of someone in this fucking universe, right? But, hey, we haven't actually had any ghost shenanigans in Apollo Justice. Oh, yeah, something that I actually realized when I was playing, just rushing through the games. I really like the ring mechanic, the perceive in Apollo Justice, because one of my big gripes with the Ace Attorney trilogy is the use of the Magatama by Phoenix felt super stupid. Like, Phoenix would be out and about talking to, like, like a 3-year-old kid who was like, I don't have games in my phone. And then like 50 fucking psyche locks would appear and Phoenix was like, I must crack this! You are a liar! You know? On the other hand, when he's in the middle of court, going up against a witness that is decisive, providing decisive testimony for the prosecution, he's like, well, I can't for the life of me figure out if they're lying or not. I'm like, you have the Magatama! Fucking use it! Like, an interrogation, a fucking cross-examination is the moment where the ability to detect any kind of lies and then be able to break through them would come in the most useful. Not talking to random people on the street. So it always peeved me that he would never use the Magatama in the actual, in the court. So I like that Apollo's sort of ring thing is actually a courtroom mechanic, and he uses it during cross-examination. That's cool. Also, I like that it's the whole, examining their body, finding tells, that sort of stuff. I mean, it's pseudoscience bullshit in the real world, let's be honest. But this is Ace Attorney, we've got ghosts and summoning and it's fine, I don't care. But yes, Turnabout Secession. A name like that, it better be good. Let's get to it. Also, oh, wait, no, hold up. And that is the whole truth of this case. How's that audio volume? I think it's fine. But let me know, because again, different setup, Right, a man at a hospital getting shot. In order to understand it myself, I have to know the story of the last 7 long weeks. Right, Turnabout Trump. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Yes, okay, this one was kind of important. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. It's a very ominous start. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision. Yeah, and there's fucking Kristoph looking evil as hell. Everyone looks evil when you give them shiny glasses and backlighting, That is definitely too loud on my end, but let me know. Also, I have, okay, cool. So, yeah, Yeah, so something that I realized literally as I was clicking, I'm like, no, I'm a fucking idiot. Turnabout Serenade did actually provide us with some more intel. Specifically, the fact that Phoenix is not Trucy's real father, and her actual real father is in prison for, like, I think it was like a heist or something? I don't remember, but, you know, we got introduced to Troop Garamarai and Valiant Garamarai. So, I have a feeling that will be playing into, because we can't just leave Trucy's whole story being unfinished. So, I have a feeling Troop Garamarai will be playing into this case, much like how the Faye family tends to play into a lot of the final cases in the Ace Attorney game, you know, the trilogy. Also, did that just not... Okay. Yeah, my mic is kind of cutting off when I'm a bit quiet. I guess that means the gain is too low. Let me just... Yeah. I'll crank up the gain on the microphone. That should be able to, you know, prevent any cutouts, but it could also start peaking it. So just let me know if there's any issues with the gain of the microphone, like if it's not picking up something that I'm saying, or if it's too loud, or just picking up random stuff, you know? So, but yeah, anyways, let's get started. October 7th, 10:37 a.m., Write Anything Agency.
Hey, Apollo! Look! On TV! Look!
Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
Wow, look at that!
Okay, that is too loud, at least on my end. And I wager on yours too, so I'm gonna tune that down. I think that's better. That should be better.
He's the last Garamarai! Alright? Amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow, 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 what?
I was writing about our last case in my journal.
Why aren't you supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals? And why now? That case was 3 months ago.
It's a long story. I did a lot, you know? I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lammeror disappeared.
That's right! Uncle Valiant did that illusion too! But you're missing him on the TV right now!
I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. Where is old Phoenix Wright, by the way? What you're now seeing is the rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right on here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, great! So we're back to Sunshine. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troop Garamarai is performing for the first time in 7 years. Yes, and she's about to get fucking shot! So right, we have Valiant, we have you, who I presume is Trucy's mother, and... Hold on one second. So, my first assumption was that this is Trucy's father, right? And now that would be a fine assumption, but... he looks... Now, this was a long time ago, like several months ago, so I may be completely wrong on this. But this guy right here kind of looks like the victim of Turnabout Trump. The guy who was playing cards with Phoenix and then was murdered by Kristoph. Yeah, that is... Is that a possibility? He did have the... Didn't he have a pendant with, Trucy's face in it? I'm not misremembering the first case, right? He had the pendant with Trucy's face in it, and we had assumed Phoenix, he had stolen it from Phoenix, but Phoenix was like, no, the pendant is his. Right? Am I misremembering this? Or is this... This has to be true, right? but no, then how could he be, but no, but he got killed. How could he be performing here, right? But how that, the resemblance is uncanny.
That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too.
The legendary Gamma Eyes. If Lucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. Oh, so he is dead. Cool.
I've got the tickets and everything.
I guess they've just replaced him. But yeah, no, if her father was dead, then no, well, 100% absolutely. Her father was the victim of Turnabout Trump. I'm calling it right fucking now. There's no way it wasn't, right? I guess we'll see. But that looks remarkably like the victim of Turnabout.
I've got tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo.
Magic show ticket received. Let's take a look at that. Oh, is that Phoenix? Received from Trucy right from premiere showing of the Grand Illusion to be performed by the magician Valiant Garmer. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. That they use this kanji right here is also, you know, with the top hat and the sort of, yeah, this is this is just a kanji, but it also looks like Valiant, right? With the top hat and, you know, the mustache. That's so cool. That is really cool. Valiant Garamai on stage. Sunshine Coliseum at 10, $70 admission. Troop Garamai Incorporated. Yeah, I don't see anything special about it. Unless maybe we can check the back. Yes.
Are you ready, Apollo?
Ready? For what?
For what? For the Troop Garamai Grand Magic Show.
It's not like I'm getting on stage or anything.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one.
Huh? You mean, can't go in this?
No.
It doesn't get more straightforward than that. But Apollo looks fucking dapper in his suit. Alright, whatever. Alright, who's here? Ah, you're here. Working hard or hardly working? That sounds like Phoenix. Yep. Hey, how you been?
Hi there, stranger.
Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though, he has been gone a long time. How it goes, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Oh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission.
And you're telling me this because...
Gotta take it easy with secrets, you know?
How right you are.
So, you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Yeah, maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyways.
Huh?
With me? Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. No, nothing. Alright. Huh? With me?
Maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe we can be one of those. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy.
I'd just be a defense attorney. Poor Apollo. To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yes? Jurist?
Jurist system?
That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo? Baby?
Oh no! He's staring right through me! Yeah, maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. The jurist system, huh?
You're a defense attorney, Apollo! You should know that!
Oh what? An entire legal system? This is actually just worse than Phoenix not knowing evidence law in Rise from the Ashes, isn't it? God damn.
So, Daddy, what's this jury system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if the guy's innocent or guilty. Do you know, Apollo?
Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Yeah, because in this universe, it's, you know, just the judge does the, you know, in the magical land of Japanifornia, the judge is the judge, jury, and I don't imagine he's the executioner, but that would be pretty cool. So, hold on, let me just check. So yeah, the Ace Attorney games don't really have a jury system, unless I know the Great Ace Attorney, right? The ones that take place in like the 1800s. Those do have a jury system, which is, and like that's a big part of the whole gameplay, like convincing the various members of the jury. So I wonder what that has anything to do with this. Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. Are they now? They're calling the new system the jurist system. That sounds so stupid. Why not just the jury system?
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. Yeah, and there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? So wait, are we actually gonna have to deal with a jury in this case? Or are they just setting up the next game?
Ow, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show, starring Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot? Hey! I think it's really the other way around. Trucy's the mascot. So, what is the secret mission? Well, the juror system is my mission, more or less. Anyways, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo.
I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
I'm usually don't mind them, but this seems a bit interesting. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be the chair of the Jurist System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge of the courtroom.
Wow, it's like you have a real job! No, that's patricide!
I was never that good at piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. Trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. Trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it is the first run-through of the new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True. The case is a murder. Of course it is. That's not simple at all.
By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty? Yeah, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. Oh no! I should have seen this coming. Well, you can't do this! I have a spotless record! I've not lost a case! You can't just destroy my career like some deranged serial killer destroyed yours! Or, not serial killer, contract killer. Shelly. Yeah, contract killer. With what? If I may ask? And with the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you.
Got it? Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyways. No sweat.
Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious. In a worst case scenario. You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a trial. It's not a trial, it's a real trial. Oh, the forms have been filed now. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you make room for your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Ah, yes. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Yeah, something that happened last night.
What is with this fucking system and doing fucking like trials? Like,
it's like you murder someone, you step out of the room, and you immediately walk into the courtroom like, how the fuck did I get here? And they're like, oh yeah, we knew you were gonna be committing the crime at this time, so we actually just built an entire courtroom right outside the scene of the murder to, you know, expedite the process. Please testify for the court. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Garai Grand Magic Show!
Oh, right, the card tricks.
They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse! So what?
It's 3 whole days from now.
It's at Sunshine Coliseum, let's go today! I can say hi to Uncle Valent!
Have fun.
What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right!
Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow. Regardless, I need to investigate the case before going to court. Oh no. I don't trust that smile. He knows something he's not telling me.
Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum.
I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Garamarai. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Is that silk hat the Garamarai seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Tracy.
Thanks! It's great! But today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day? Then it's Recycle Your Plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic!
I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. I think Apollo's gonna have a fucking mental breakdown working for Phoenix. So, what is it?
Can I open it, Daddy?
No! Oh shit! He got serious.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then?
Because that would be the logical thing to do. Garamarai envelope. Okay. An envelope about the Garamarais, huh? Alright, so what case are you gonna use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! I mean, I'm gonna be defending! If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We want everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyways? Well, mine. The committee chair, remember? Oh! Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose. I give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Please! For the love of God! Good! That's better! But you can't talk to anyone involved in the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of the trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. The client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. You just said I can talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you get her to talk. Oh, time's a-wasting. That's not ominous at all. Here, look at my badge. Ah, presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney's badge a lot, too.
They look cool and calm now. We should have seen him before.
Yeah, you know me too well, Trucy. I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Nope. But yeah, we can skip text by essentially just holding down the button. Alright, well I guess there's nothing really much for us to do, so let's head to the detention center first. October 7, Detention Center Visitors Room. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes!
Maybe I should complain. I'm sure the guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us.
You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way.
Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" But they're standing right behind you. Or, "Oh, guard!" Is our client gonna be much longer?
Oh, what are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh?
What? Where'd you come from? Well, anyways, please have a seat. The notebook makes me think she's mute. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence that builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you?
That's right. Okay. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat!
Oh my god, she just passed.
She passed out!
This magic underwear might have been a better bet.
That's magic pennies, Apollo!
Well, this is gonna be a tough. Hi! Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny! Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? This is so awkward.
I can tell you're mine. I can tell you mine, if you'd like, Apollo.
No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice! I know, the branding is on point. Oh, that was accident, but sure, I'll say, why not?
And I'm Trucy Wright.
I know. It's getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary lately?
The other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy.
I feel like I need to ask directions myself here.
Oh, that was fruitless. Oh, I think I understand despair a little bit better now. You did good, Apollo.
Is that a glove?
Look out! She's doing her nails! What? Her nails more important than defense? Is that it?
Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me, is that her? Oh, yeah.
Could you read this? Sure. You're like a teenager on a first date. This is the love letter, and this is the love letter we pass from desk to desk at school. So stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. Business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is Drew Studio. Okay. And you're giving this to me this card because... Oh, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew Studios is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out.
That was pointless. Let's actually head to the Sunshine Coliseum first, before we actually get to investigating the murder. Magic Show! October 7th, Sunshine Coliseum.
Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge!
Just a while ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converged.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent.
What about the case? Wahahaha!
Only a performer laughs like that!
My young Miss Trucy, how often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself that it was an impossible dream.
Hee Uncle Valent! How's it going? I'm glad to see you, too.
Of course you are.
Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits.
Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. Congratulations on your big magic show.
Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as I shall perform.
Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture.
The world will watch in wonderment as magnificent illusions are reborn. Hammock, one bloody hair, we in a courtroom again.
Hi, Firewall. How's it go? Oh, so what the... Okay, that text box seems to be broken. 1 second. What is up with the text? Why is the text box fucked? Okay, I think I fixed it. Okay, I think that should be better. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. How about you?
Here on stage by my hand.
Okay, cool. Big magic show.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that Garamai Miracle is back after 7 years' absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize.
Yeah, there we go. I fixed it.
This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy!
My co-magician in training, Zach Garamai, if that terrible thing hadn't happened.
It's okay.
Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valent Garamai, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Valent. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see great magnificent illusions again.
Ooh, free day. That is nice. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she?
My mentor, The magnificent, magnified Garamai was a true deity among magicians, a creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. You have nothing on Maximilian Galactica and the very big circus.
For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Garamai Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny.
Have I been? Yeah, I've been great. Finished Persona 4, which was fantastic. That series has been going on for almost 2 years. We finished that. We have a bonus episode to do still, but the actual, we've actually reached the end of the game.
Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you?
If the world was waiting, why do you hold off for 7 long years?
It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you've heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land.
I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. I still use your phone to check that, or have I moved to another check chat? Well, no, because I'm on a different. When I'm up in New York, yes, but I'm on a different setup right now because I can't bring my fucking desktop down to Miami every time I fly down for like a week. So right now I actually have essentially 2 laptops, and so I have the chat on one of them. So chat is, so you know, if you see me looking that way, that's me looking at chat essentially, or just checking to make sure the stream's going.
The performance of Magnify's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more.
7 years? That phrase sure does like to pop up a lot, doesn't it? And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy.
So, copyright law. Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnify's magic relied on incredibly innovative ideas. A trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property law.
Intellectual property, maybe?
Magnify knew this, and bequeathed it in his will to one person.
You mean him?
Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zack Garamai was the inheritor of the Garamai miracle.
Daddy.
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
And then showed up at a random Russian bar to challenge Phoenix Wright at poker and then get murdered by Kristoph Gavin, it would seem? I mean, I cannot shake the feeling that picture of Zack looked identical to the victim from the Turnabout Trump case. How often do I need to travel by plane? Well, I live in Miami, but I go to college in Albany, New York, so it's usually like, you know, for like vacations at the end of every semester, I'll fly down. I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time which you speak is 7 years.
Ah!
Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased.
What month did Turnabout Trump take place? Because that may very well, because also during this year, I'm pretty sure he died for real.
In in the absence of a formal will, the secrets of Almighty Mentor Magnify passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated by the will of Magnify himself.
Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy.
A challenge it is! You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me!
No thanks! It's $70! New York is on the other side of the country? I mean, it's only like north to south. Other side of the country would be Washington State, but... no, it's not that bad. It's roughly a 2-hour flight. You're European, right? If I remember correctly. There's this great saying about the difference between Americans and Europeans. For Americans, 100 years is a long time. For Europeans, 100 miles is a long distance. Like, New York to Miami isn't that bad. Like, you can drive that in about 23 hours. You know, if we ignore, like, if you never stop. Oh, magicians like this? Apollo, what was that look just now? I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. What about the envelope? I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Aha! Why, that bears the Gamma I see.
Uncle Alan? Is something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? What? Zach?
No, my other daddy. Phoenix Wright.
Why? Now, why would your Lord Daddy?
He is shook! Oh my god! Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
This signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gamma.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope? I wonder. Oh, don't worry. You can still go into the performance. I'm pretty sure Zachy Boy got killed by a defense attorney. Okay, that's that. Apparently something fishy is going on there. October 7th, the Drew Studio. Okay, so she's just an artist. I thought the notebook might have been because she was mute and like she wrote on it to speak, but no. But obviously she wasn't because she did end up speaking. But you know, that would actually be cool. You know, having like cross-examine the witness, but like they, you know, they're rather than speaking, they're actually, you know, writing down their testimony. That'd be cool. October 7th, Drew Studio. Oh, this looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around? Deep on the ground there. A bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Ooh, pufferfish. Apollo, look at this one. Well, it's half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. It is odd. All the paintings have a real different style, too. I thought I might find you two here. Emma? Yes! Called it. Emma! Long time no see. Oh. Seems like I run into you far too often. I bet I know why you're here too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. Mr. Wright chose you, so Mr. Wright chose you, huh? You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham? And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny though. She seemed more like a victim than a kind of person who would commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know? Poisoning's a common way to get the job done, and the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll be over there with my snackoos. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we'd better find as much as we can here at the crime scene. Or else... Never been on a plane before, so I can't really estimate the time. Ah, fair enough, yeah. Planes nowadays are pretty fucking fast, so yeah. Flying north to south in the US is really just like 2-3 hours maybe. Transcontinental flights, those are the longer ones that can take up to like 8 hours. Okay. I'm guessing this is where the poison was. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here! This is my first time seeing a real poisoning mug of coffee! I would hope so! Poisoned coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found on the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourselves. I'm officially not on your side after all. Okay. Yeah, we should go ahead and do some forensic analysis of the stuff we have, right? Let's see. Garamai envelope. Group Garamai. Then that is Zach's signature. Ah, looky here. A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it. That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Isn't it enough if you can read? Isn't it enough if you can read your own? Oh, I never thought of it that way. Okay. Yeah, nothing to inspect here. Talk to my friend that Kazuichi had Padawan braids and he's a mechanic. Because he doesn't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Third. Their mission. What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard, almost. The subtle off-white coloring. Great lettering. Let's see. Wait, what? Let's see Drew Bishop's card. And on the back. Just her name. That seems odd to me. Huh? What does? Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space in the back for a self-portrait or a caricature? Then people would remember what you look like too. That's not a bad idea, actually. No, silly. Sand is nice and soft and gentle. It definitely doesn't get anywhere, in fact. Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo. Drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. Aw, we don't get to see it. In the middle is supposed to be a person. Jesus, Apollo, throwing shade at modern art like that. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like a person thinking about something. Maybe they're worried. Like, what should I have for, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger? You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they the same meals? Or are they different?
Dinner can also refer to lunch. Dinner just refers to a large meal. Supper is specifically an evening meal. Lunch is specifically a midday meal. So dinner is just used for supper, but you can use dinner for lunch.
Maybe that's what this person is thinking about. I doubt that. Anything on the back? Nope. Portrait, acrylic, undersea scene in vivid colors. Pufferfish. Pufferfish are really smart, actually. No, they don't look it. Is that a pufferfish? Yeah, it's a porcupine puffer. Little screen. Oh, wait, when did that happen? I thought I fixed that. God damn it. Yeah, I'll fix that right up. That's because this needs to be... No. Yes. Wait, no. And in that case, I think I need to move that? Or... Oh, it's not that far off. Okay, yeah, I just need to move it into place. There we go. That should be good. And then I just need to... Oh, not... Move the whole face cam! Not just a little bit of it. Jesus Christ. Okay, that... No, that's not quite fixed. Hold on, I'll just move it a little bit. There we go. That should be good. That should be what it's supposed to look like. Perfect. Thank you for that. Is that a pufferfish? Oh, that's clearly a porcupine fish. Porcupine is is a subspecies of pufferfish. Yes, there are many types of pufferfish. You see, porcupine puffers being specifically the cutest, and also some of the smartest. Not the same thing. Like porcupine puffers, they've been known to in some aquariums to like suck in water and then spit it out of their tank in order to let their caretakers know that they're hungry and that they should be fed. Like, porcupine puffers are crazy smart and really and pretty aggressive too. Like, they are carnivorous and they will eat shit and they will not back down against like bigger fish. That's why those spikes are there, you know? But porcupine puffers are probably one of my favorite fish species. I used to run a small aquarium at my high school, and I always wanted to get a pufferfish for the carnivorous tank. It depends on the fish. Like something like a goldfish, hell no. But puffers, yeah, definitely. And then, you know, some others too. You know what gets me? They've got all those needles, right? But what's protecting that soft spot on their lower belly there? Nothing! Just remember to keep Trucy away from small, round fish. I think people underestimate the intelligence of all animals to one degree or another. Like there have been monkeys that have been taught to communicate using sign language and be, you know, they're able to like, you know, do complex sentences and recognize themselves in a mirror and shit. It's wild. Oh, look at this painting. Let's see the rough sketch. Oh, looks like it was only half completed. Or there was this one story of, there was this woman who owned a pig as a pet. And at one point, the woman had a heart attack and couldn't reach the phone to call 911. So the pig, recognizing what was happening, broke out of the house through a, broke his way out through a spiked fence and went out into the middle of the middle of the road, laid down on the road to stop a car, and then led the person in the car into the house so that they could call for help. Like, a lot of animals are super smart. Looks like it was only half completed. Like, just like humans, there are dumb humans and smart humans. Huh, that's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished portrait totally look different to you? They do, actually. What's that all about? Anything else, sir? No, not particularly. A victim's last mug of coffee. Scroll on the side is Drew Misham's signature. I thought it was a mustache. No, it's a bit. Oh, what is that? Is that, could that be either residue of something or lipstick? Hey, look there! The stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Better ask Emma. We'll ask her in a second. I just want to examine the rest of the... Examine the rest of the crime scene first. There's a painting hidden back there. Hey! There's a painting hidden back here. Yeah, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow, and he didn't want anyone to see it? He certainly seemed pleased by that possibility. Yeah, okay, I thought it looked similar to the other painting. Huh? It's so normal. It's hardly something to get mad about. Huh? Huh? What is it, Apollo? Oh, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. I get a professional opinion on this. They're the exact same! What fucking professional opinion? They're literally the... Look at the fucking court record! Oh my god. Hey, Apollo! It's painting. I know it! Huh? Really? It's that story where the old woman is doing the wash in the river. And this giant peach comes floating down. That might possibly be the strangest thing I have ever heard. So always check the back. Always check the back. What else? Coffee. Yeah, here's the chalk outline. Or tape. Elephants throw rocks at other animals to injure or kill them. We as humans take that for granted, but to use your environment for advantage requires a high level of intelligence. Yeah, no, a lot of certain species of primates do use like sticks and stones as tools for cutting and reaching stuff. Apollo, that's where the body was. That's the spot where Drew Misham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips in the next moment. There's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? Must have been working on it right up until the moment he died. I'm a true artist to the end! Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating. Why do I have a feeling you have some experience in that, Emma? See this mailbox thing. Letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Mission would put his letters in there and the postman took them away. Hear something? I think I did. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. So yeah, I mean, a lot of artists tend to be reclusive, so I guess that tracks. Oh, there is another side. Ooh, what is that? That looks a bit different. Okay. Let's take a closer look at his desk here. So this is Drew Mission. This little girl must be Vera. Yeah, I took those years ago. They look close. Happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Uh-huh, right. Mannequins. Look at the way that figure is posed. I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See? You're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please, I'm a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Incidents? That is interesting. Oh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. Thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? Huh? Apparently. Yeah, it's empty. No glass in it either. What is this doing just sitting on a desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Probably some postmodern art bullshit. Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it? What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line. Ah, you had me going for a while there. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned ball pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Back, I need to do something else. Yeah, take care of whatever you need to. Probably still be here. Is that just the same text?
Yeah.
This envelope has been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water, hold the envelope up to the steam, the glue melts and opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. Right. Looks like they just rip it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago? Oh, someone open a letter, then seal it again. I'd better hang on to this. Okay. Might not be like,
Bro, you see this shit stain? This is like an artistic representation of the human soul, his condition in the world.
wasn't there a postmodern art exhibit? And that's you mean postmodern art. Modern art is like Cubism, Picasso, that sort of stuff. Modern art is like 1900s.
The art that we have nowadays, that's like, you know, just a toilet at an exhibit. That would be postmodern. A letter for Drew. Okay.
Oh, look! It opened once here. Alright. Wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Let's try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma! Emma, let's ask her! Thought we were not supposed to talk to her. Whatever.
Okay. Now what's the rest of all this?
Look at all these paints, Apollo! Must be so many. It's got like 20 kinds of red. You should repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green?
That'll be enough of that, thanks.
What is all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really.
He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth.
Why would a painter need all this?
On the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years. His corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio.
Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I would have cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin.
This is a crime scene, Trucy.
It's cost like 50 bucks at the magic shop.
You already left your fingerprints on? Don't worry about it. Okay, that's the same thing. Nope, more just equipment talk, I guess. This table?
Yes. Is this for painting, Apollo?
That would be a drafting table.
Drafting?
Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams.
Wow, painting is harder than I thought.
How would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too? Computer. Nope, just more equipment. Okay, yeah, it looks like we've seen everything there is to see. So let's, I guess, talk to Emma. Talk to Best Girl.
So, this Drew Misham is some kind of artist?
Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans too, for what it's worth.
Oh, well, I guess the stuff is kind of pretty. Like that old painting over there, for instance.
Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it's a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? It was an odd bird mission. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end.
What do you mean? Anyone?
He was always locked up in here. This studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world. Those 2 letters he'd put in that letterbox there.
Letters?
Do people still write letters?
What do you mean, Apollo?
Yeah, this is like, what, in their world it's 2022? Hold on, because DL6 takes place December 20th, 2001. Statute of limitation for that runs out 15 years later, which means Ace Attorney 1 ends December 28th, 2016. Then a year, I think, passes by from then to the end of the trilogy, so that's about 27. So it's end of 2017, start of 2018. Then Apollo Justice takes place like at least 7 years after that, putting it at like, yeah, it's like 2024. Yeah, so this should be like 2024 right now. NFT artist, no, he draws monkeys. He deserved to die.
What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? No! He's an animator for the Bored Ape NFT TV fucking web show. No! The Red Ape family. 2025, 2026. So yeah, thereabouts. Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Mission. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that was way more artistic, you know? I fucking hate artists. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? Yeah, so how did that daughter come about? Because he had to fuck someone, you know? The suspect, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room are Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Mission gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. TikTok doesn't exist in the Ace Attorney universe? You do not know that. We have not... we don't know what took place during, like, the 2020 period. Because we played games in, like, 2016, 2017 before TikTok was popular, and now we're playing games in the future, in 2025. It's entirely possible that TikTok did exist during, like, the 2020 era and then died out by the time Apollo Justice rolls around. It is possible. Hell, I'm sure Phoenix was a TikTok in himself. Mr. Mission gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? Her daughter is either an NFT or it's a situation where a guy married a Miku hologram. Oh, did you hear that the guy who married the Miku, the Hatsune Miku, has now lost the love of his life because the company fucking shut down? Like, the company just, like, I think went bankrupt. So the program, so, like, it couldn't communicate with the server. And, he lost his fucking Hatsune Miku hologram wife. A man with a lot of questions. Hello there. I don't think I've seen you around here before. This your first time tuning into a stream? So, this woman, Vera, she's this Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yeah, a real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off the withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. This seems like child abuse! Yeah, this seems like child abuse. Well, glad to have you. How did you come across the channel? Did you get recommended this stream, or did you, like, check out a VOD at some point? I remember he said that things are complicated between him and Miku. Oh, that's incredible. Man learning in real time that even holograms, communication is important in a relationship. Phoenix does have a TikTok series reviewing your bad love advice. No, do you think in the... do you think in the Phoenix Wright universe, Phoenix Wright is legal eagle? Got recommended. Oh, glad to see you're with us. She screamed. Okay, we already read that. That doesn't sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave as she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal fucking client? But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So, about that poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean?
Yeah, so there was no traces of poison in the coffee. I can't help but think this might be a, Sherlock Holmes, situation. The Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes games. Sherlock Holmes movies. I don't... Which one was the first one? I think Game of Shadows was the second one. What was the first one? Was it just Sherlock Holmes? It may have been. So... Yeah, I don't remember what the actual name of the movie was, but like the first Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr. One of the people who dies there gets essentially he gets killed by a paralyzing poison in a bathtub, so he's essentially completely paralyzed, and then as the bathtub fills up, he drowns. But the poison is specifically made so that it would dissolve on its own. So by the time, by the time investigators arrived and searched for poison, there would be no traces of poison found in the bathtub. So it would seem like he just drowned in the bathtub. Legal Eagle said he finished all the Ace Attorney games. Is that foreshadowing that he is right? Possibly. I mean, see for yourself, I think. That blue tinge on the coffee cup is interesting though, because I mean, it could be lipstick, it could be just paint that fell on the cup, but I mean, I don't think so since it is specifically lip shaped. So that could be residue of the poison that was left over and then maybe with exposure to air oxidized into a different material? Possibly. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess with serious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview? At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee, and suddenly became violently ill. And died? According to Google, the first Sherlock Holmes movie starring Tony Stark was called Sherlock Holmes, and that's it. Okay, yeah, so it's just Sherlock Holmes. Cool. I still think that the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes is the best live-action Sherlock Holmes. It's really good, especially... Game of Shadows isn't as good as the first movie, but the ending chess scene with Moriarty is incredibly good. He died. Oh, I clicked Court Record by accident. He poisoned him on the night of this interview. What did the reporter see? Was it near Mr. Misham when she brought her father's coffee? He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she a suspect? If anyone's suspicious, it's the reporter. In which movie did he do the discombobulate thing? That was the first movie. Where he's essentially, I think, goes to like do some pit fights to earn some money. On the side, and he's like, first, throw handkerchief, distract, strike to the ribs, stun solar plexus, discombobulate. Great, the movies are great. Anyone is suspicious is the reporter. Yeah, the reporter never got near Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Distract target. Then, block his blind jab. Counter with cross left. Check. Discombobulate. Dazed. He'll attempt wild haymaker. Employ elbow block. And body shot. Block feral left. Weaken right jaw. A fracture. Break cracked ribs. Traumatize solar plexus. Dislocate. Yeah, it is great. Discombobulate. Guys, I want to know more about this reporter. Yeah, kind of like the only. Oh no, please, please, God. No, no, no. Reporter in a Phoenix Wright game? No, it can't be. It can't be her. It's not her. Oh God, I hope it's not her. I mean, don't spoil if it is, but oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Okay, okay, maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. I'm gonna hope we're not gonna have a lot of trouble this time around. I bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. That is true. And snackoos. Huh? What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking, I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do scientifically? Ah! You know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get, scientific now? Oh, I suppose. It's just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious, and we'll check it out. Yeah, she's so easy to manipulate. I really need to rewatch the Sherlock Holmes movie. I remember watching snippets of them when I was younger. They're actually really good. Especially the first one. And, you know, the second one, the final, the scene with, not Phoenix. Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty playing chess at the end of the, Game of Shadows, and then the after credits scene after that. It's one of my favorite ending scenes in any movie. It's so good. Let's see. Yeah, I guess let's just start showing her stuff then. Just shove it in her face. What do you think of these paintings? Emma, about this painting. Oh, that. Quite good, isn't it? That's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want to examine it? Is that it? I'd be happy to let you, if you had a good reason. Oh, that. Sorry. I guess she wants us to use a little footwork on our own first. Well, we can't examine any of these two, but this one definitely seems interesting. Emma, about this painting. Oh, that. Quite good, isn't it? That's not what I wanted to ask you about. Okay. Well, that's useless. What about the hidden painting? Does Emma support NFTs? Honestly, yeah, she might. She does give me that sort of tech bro vibes, doesn't she? I don't know, I'd say it's a 50-50. I'd say it's a 50-50. That's generous, right? Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one. What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now, look at this one. It's the third painting he was working on. Yeah, they're the same. I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew Misham was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good. Copying a painting? What for? Was that new dialogue? No? Let's look at this coffee. Oh, I will leave the mug for a little bit, because that seems like it's important. Yeah, let's take a look at the letterbox. Can we open it? Can we do anything with it? I guess not. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Look, I'm a detective. A detective. You can't just ask me to any old thing and expect an answer. Okay? I think you need to be a little more focused on your inquiries. Scientific, even. Oh, I knew she'd get around to science. Yeah, that's why we love her, though. Why doesn't Emma want to help us? I'm pretty sure Phoenix specifically has told everyone involved in the case not to talk to anyone else, because he's trying out his new jurist system. I guess he learned that his, like, great-great-grandfather went to Britain one time and they had a jury back then. He was like, that sounds cool! And was like, let's try this again!
About this. Oh, yes, why, that's a bright red envelope. He sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sure. I read it after all. Ah, you mean you were the one who ripped this open. Please. I would have steamed it open. She did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know what I have? Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yeah. The use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering! Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. What about that envelope we found? I was wondering if you had any help with that tool you mentioned. You wanna know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist?
Phoenix stated his political opinions on Twitter and nobody wanted to talk to him anymore. Not even his daughter. He's like,
Dad, you're such a boomer.
he's like, Trucy, what the fuck does that mean? I don't even know evidence law. I just want to grill, for God's sakes. I just want to eat a burger with fucking Maya left me, Edgeworth left me, Larry left me. My mentor's fucking dead.
That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? It was a real name, but it's much more complicated than that. X-ray spectralization. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically it lets you see inside things. Like envelopes? That's right. They're sharp, Trucy. But it's a bit more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works, scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Oh, right, let's give it a spin, Apollo! Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, I was just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me more, and it might all fall out! And I would need an X-ray machine to see through. Then I would need an X-ray machine to see through it.
Emma, you look cute when you wear your Karen glasses.
Apollo, I'm not a Karen. I'm gonna fucking beat your ass right now. And shove a snackoo up your asshole. Wait, actually, that sounds quite nice, Emma. Let's get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample into the device, so I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get all angsty. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just give it a try.
Phoenix has one social media account, that being Facebook. He's wearing glasses in his profile picture, and in the description he writes, self-made, entrepreneur, influence. Phoenix has crypto. Phoenix 100% has crypto. He is a gambler after all.
Turn that dial there for me, would you? That's right. That's how you choose what depth you can scan. Hey, I've got something. See? Now you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh?
Except I can't read them.
Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper like it's a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down to thin layers so they can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if I can't read anything? Apollo, Emma, do I need to? And Emma's like, yes, you need to. And then eat the snack from your ass that using your hands. That's why we go to step 2. By rubbing the image a bit. Wood. Okay. But I go to rub. There. That fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again, just a little. Good, now you can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it! We just kept doing this until we got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat, let's do some more. So... Right, the layers we're actually interested in are these. Guess let's get to rubbing. Starting to take shape. God, I love the science minigames. They really add the sort of investigation feeling to the games that they wouldn't have otherwise. Already got that one. There we go. Lottery 0007 big winner. Damn, nice. Nice grab, Emma. Is that it? What are we missing? Oh. Ah, this layer. Take it. There we go. We were missing like a single pixel. How come Edgeworth didn't become as much of a boomer as Phoenix? Because Edgeworth is hip. He keeps up with the kids, you know? So is that it? Or are we done? I guess not. Like, this feels like it's got more stuff than I can actually mark, but I guess not? Okay, having to actually spin things is quite finicky. Are we done here? What now? Oh? Come on, Emma! This is ridiculous. What else? What now? What's this? They can be a bit finicky sometimes, this is true. Are we done here? We've done this layer. The next layer here. Right after that, they got divorced. Phoenix was on his knees begging Esther to take him back, and Esther was like, "Okay, boomer." What are we Yeah, the DS minigames can be janky, but this is on a whole nother level. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Come on. This is it. You can read it clearly. Oh, this is just embarrassing. What am I doing wrong? Hold up. Let me pull up the strategy guide that I was using before. Because it should say something. If it's this hard, it should say something. Start with the session, investigate. X-ray analyzer. I'll show you how to use it with a lottery ticket as a tester. You need to turn the dial anti-clockwise in the lower right corner, move the X-ray until you get a layer. You'll get a reaction, then you need to rub it with your stylus, or cursor. You then need to find 4 more layers, 5 in all. When you're done, the result of the ticket will depend on how much you use the game's fast forward feature. If you used it little, it will be a winning ticket. Interesting. So the actual like ticket changes based on how much you fast forwarded the game. Well, interesting that it's winner since I've literally fast forwarded through 2 entire cases earlier to recover this save file. So it says that there should be 4 layers. So let's go to the top. Start there. Okay. First layer. Second layer. What's your opinion on the last case? Because everyone in my group hated that case. Turn about Serenade. What? I liked. What do they hate about Serenade? I really liked Serenade. Man, fucking Ace Attorney fans, motherfuckers will literally look at the number 3 and puke automatically. It's incredible. Like how Mista is terrified of the number 4. Ace Attorney fans are terrified of the number 3 or something. It's like in their fucking DNA. Yeah, this is great. What are we missing? I've gone through every shitty layer. Click there, there. There's nothing to do. What? Are they actual? There! Ah! That was so painful. I don't want to do that again for other pieces of evidence. No. Okay. Let's continue here. Let me move my chair. Okay, let's print this one out. Woohoo! I'm a big winner! See this little true... See, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Alright, we gotta do this shit again. God damn it. In Japanese, 3 seconds sounds like the word for death? Son. What is seconds? I don't know what seconds is. The word for death is 4 is the one that sounds like the word for death. That's why it's an unlucky number. Shi, which sounds like shin. Make sure we get everything on this layer before we move on. Get every little thing. Okay, there we go. That's that. Okay, so it tells you when the layer is done. Cool. Alright, second layer. Well, this one is just much easier, I guess. It's also completely illegible. Oh god, is it gonna be written in cursive? Oh, that's gonna be painful. This guy probably has terrible handwriting. Cursive is like the lawful evil of handwriting. It looks great, but it's fucking unreadable. Alright, what now, game? No point in going down here, no. Oh, missing this layer. There we go. That one was so much easier.
Oh, golly gee, Hammock, we got the bloody thing all over again.
Okay, let's print this one out. Mr. Drew Mission, I've deposited the $100,000 into the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. This was 7 years ago, meaning it coincides with the case where Phoenix stopped being an attorney, and which somehow, the Garamirais were involved, you know, Zack went missing, Phoenix lost, you know, fucking stopped being an attorney, Kristoph and Clavier were somehow involved. And around that same time, Drew fucking got paid $100,000. Something is going on here, and I don't like it. Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Misham's account. His payments must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? Bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, might as well read all of it. Here it goes with the second page, then. Oh, great. We gotta do it again. Okay. One layer. 2 layers. Three layers. Come on. Four layers. Should be 151. Yep. And with this, beautiful. Okay, I'm actually getting the hang of this now. Who gave Payne 100,000? Payne is making bank. He just shows up to court, loses, and just gets paid by the state. Prosecutors have it easy. Okay, let's print this one out. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope. With the envelope stuck within 3 days, I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. More fucking cryptic bullshit. Sign the paper and send it in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I see. That doesn't tell us anything, just that he was sending something to someone, you know? So... But we'll have to see how that ties into the case. Oh, it was a letter about a payment for one of his paintings. Oh, the secrecy, though. And what? This letter, the only one in here. 7 years old, right? Maybe it had some special significance to him. Oh, Emma? Well, indeed. He knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Did Apollo just call Emma mommy? Big dummy mommy. Alright, let's try... What else do we gotta present? The only thing we have left is the coffee mug. Let's see, what's your scientific analysis on this? About this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the brim. That's, well, yes, it's just a rumor. What? It's literally right in front of you! And I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Mountain. God damn it, you're fucking useless. Yes, mommy. I mean, no, mommy. I mean, yes, mommy. I mean, no, mommy. I mean, mom. Yes, yeah, Emma, mommy. Apollo walking into Emma's office like, hey, Apollo, how'd you like, can I get you a coffee? What'd you like? And Apollo's like, yeah, I'll have a coffee with, some breast milk. Shit, I mean breast milk. No, not breast milk. I meant breast milk. No, with breast, a coffee with breast milk. No, a coffee with breast, damn it, a coffee with breast milk. And mommy. Or mama. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Yeah, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science? I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So, what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray? That's what. It turns blue when it touches poison! So, the poison that killed the victim was on this mug. That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. God damn, I should kick your... Who the fuck? What? I should kick your fucking ass! I'm getting... Oh, you a wise guy, huh? Yeah, I'll see how you feel with internal security all up on your ass, pal. I'm tracing you right now, pal. I meant breast milk from a cow. The breast milk, no, I meant breast milk. I meant the breast milk from you. I mean the breast milk from you. I mean the breast milk from you. But did you put breast milk in your coffee? I think someone got arrested at one point because they made cookies for their workplace using their breast milk, which is incredible. I hope they pasteurized it. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing! It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. I say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. About this poison analysis? I was afraid you were gonna ask about that. See the solution I used? Test for atroquinine? Atroquinine, the deadly poison found at the autopsy. No, I need that's... oh, I know that spark in her eye. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most violent poisons, but it absorbs into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for the adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? The recent research has shown... that's fine, really. We don't need all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely! You can even find the slightest traces of poison with this. I want to try it too, Emma. Pretty please. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it and everything's suspicious, of course. Yay, let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Oh, what are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again! I'm not poisonous! Just a little toxic. That's all. Don't mention butter, Trucy, after we had a 10-minute tangent about breast milk. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Alright, like luminol testing fluid. I'm expecting something in the paint jars, most likely. No. Okay, I'm getting like no reactions. Incredible. Emma, I think your spray is broken. I don't think it works. Am I doing this right? Okay, I don't think we can find anything. Too bad. No reaction here. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know? Let's check it out, just to be sure. Okay, so we have to actually spray individually here. Okay. Aha! A reaction? Apollo! Where? Inside of this cute little frame, look! Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic. Emma, did you put the breast milk in this pulverizing bottle? The insides of that frame have poison on it. It looks as if we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. Oh, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I need to send a text message. I'll take it. Well, right now it's like mid-afternoon traffic, so yeah, it should be less than an hour. Okay, cool. Good, so that means I can go up until like 5:30, which means we still have like an hour and a half. I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's gonna be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. Never forget that face. Oh, what was his name? Oh, his! Thank God it's a him! Or no, that could be also bad. Oh no, didn't Larry become a reporter at one point? Or no, Larry became a painter. Larice, but it doesn't seem too far. Wait, no, I'm thinking because in the Ace Attorney anime, they removed Lada from the Farewell My Turnabout and replaced her with Larry, and he was like working as a reporter there. So that's where I thought of Larry being a reporter, but no, in the continuity of the games, I don't think Larry has ever been a reporter, but I wouldn't put it past him. But honestly, I don't care. Whoever it is, whether it's a new character, whether it isn't, It's not Lotta Hart, and that's all I care about. An hour and a half seems like enough to finish this part of the investigation. Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a really long stream tomorrow because I want to get this this case done. All right, Russia. He's after Scoop to sell to the papers. Okay, new character. Thank God, not Lotta Hart. The only thing Larry is trying to report is some bitches. He's a Scoop to sell to the. He's after Scoop to sell to those papers. The reporter came from an interview with a partner. Hey, Emma! You're a forensic analyst? How about you forensically analyze some dick? Mine, specifically. His first interview ever. And that night, he's killed? Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. Maximilian Galactica! No. Oh, if only. This new character is worse than Lotta? Now that's just poisoning the well. I highly doubt that, but we'll see. It wasn't Valent Garamari by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got a big show lined up, I hear. Oh, he's out interviewing Valent Garamari. Looks like I'll be heading out to the Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Emma goes, Apollo, that remark was rude and unnecessary. Here, I'll give you this reporter's card if you want. Russell's card. Now, let's take a look. Spark Russell, freelance journalist. Top dollar for information. That is uncanny. And I don't like it. Let's go to the Coliseum. Hey, have you seen this man around? So, journalist was here on a story?
All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit his mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Russell.
I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it.
Russell, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want? Shit post? That's a full-on schizo post.
A man by that name called on me just now.
Just now?
Valent's vision is always towards tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes. I wanted someone to cover it. Yet, he had ears only for that incident.
An incident?
In any case, I requested that rapacious reporter remove himself. Sir Painter has died, what of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Garamari.
Uncle Valent, you know where that reporter went.
I recommend he visit the place popular with penalized perpetrators.
He's really hitting that alliteration hard, isn't he? That hard-hitting alliteration. That looks so much like Omni-Man, but yellow. Did Tesh just say? He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? I cannot do a J.K. Simmons voice. I want pictures of Spider-Man, damn it! It was a rude individual. Might I see that card?
He was a rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear him apart.
Ooh, here it goes, Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick. Is he going to fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as big magic. What happened to the big magic?
It's not more miraculous. Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
You must have really not liked that journalist.
Now the time has come when I must return to my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valent.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
What do you think that journalist was after? Why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. I suppose it is. Alright, since we are, I think, like at a good stopping point, I am gonna go get us something to drink because I am feeling a bit thirsty. So I will be right back. Actually, let me go to the detention center so that at least we get like some background music. October 7th, Detention Center Visitor's Room. You have no idea how many times I've said those 4 fucking words. I think I hear what you're saying. All doing it for the money. End quote.
No, not at all.
Looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? Well, the sketch was accurate.
Hey there! How you doing? Who might you be?
Sorry, we don't know someone else that's already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. That blush on his cheeks and the 5 o'clock shadow is creepy as hell.
You! You're Justice! You!
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on the stand till they spill beans! End quote!
Alright, we're gonna, now that we got some music, we're gonna leave it here. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I forgot that because I'm on a different computer, if I change over to my Be Right Back screen, I lose the game audio, so the music didn't actually play during the break, so that was kind of worthless, huh? Yeah. That's not true. What's he writing? Any pictures of him fighting crimes, starting crimes, swinging webs, littering?
I need pictures of Spider-Man. I need pictures of him fighting crime, starting crime, swinging webs, littering. Oh, Parker. I don't even take pictures of his feet. That'd be so funny, Parker. Get pictures of Spider-Man's feet. Yeah, those would make for great front page news.
Beer? Yeah. Nice, blue moon. Nice wheat beer. What is he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance?
Wow, you're Jersey. Am I famous? Oh yeah. Jersey right, hates carrying a bag. Wants everything she owns in her panties. End quote.
That's so not true. Ah, God. Yeah, you were right, Firewall. He is worse than, He is worse than fucking, much worse than Lana. Can we have Lana back now, please? She's annoying, but at least she's funny and not creepy.
Just hold on to your peaches there. I'll wrap this up in a jiffy.
He's like this. He's like if Lana Hart had sex with, what's that one creepy guy that pretends to be a doctor? Who did he pretend to be? From Reunion and Turnabout, the one with the Innie Miney sisters. Can I give him a Jeremy Clarkson voice? I don't know if it fits.
Hammond, you sorting tic-tac? Night on bottom gear. I'll wrap this up in a jiffy.
Interview?
So, God, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No, I don't know.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did he come here to interview the guard?
Oh, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone or go plumb crazy. End quote.
Oh, hi, Vera. Turner Gray? No, not Gray. Gray was fine. I like Gray. The other one. The one with like very little hair. The one that's not actually a doctor but pretends to be one. He's like a mental patient. I should have guessed.
Where's my manners? My name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist, just close his eyes. Rights. End quote.
That's nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins.
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. Can you have a voice like God?
My precious.
I'll try. My vocal cords are stronger than steel. Our Lord and Savior Hottie. Yes, that's the guy. Him crossed with Lana Hart. Maybe a little bit of Officer Meekins in there. He's writing something again. Can we have Jake Marshall back? I like Jake Marshall, but he's in jail. Oh, he's a reporter. Maybe he knows something.
Mr. Marshall, you're a journalist?
My precious. Me? Let me say one thing for the record here.
Yes?
I'm the interviewer. You understand? Yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. What?
Okay.
For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Jake Marshall's the best cowboy that's actually from LA and never went to Texas. Bangs!
Exactly. I knew you understand.
Out of the crowd.
So, the night of the murder. You were at Drew's studio?
Huh? Me? Look, let me say one thing for the record.
Yes?
I mean, look, I'm collecting, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. A journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but
You wanna know that thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
true enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly. See? It's the same thing.
What is... So, you went to do a story on Drew Mission? And he'd never had a story done about him before.
That's right. Look, let me state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place?
Well, yeah.
Look, it's like, oh, I've got it. See, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to let me there? Let me where he got it? Tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one. I didn't. So do you think they call him voice first for this guy? Yeah, I'm liking that one. I have a Wisconsin accent, even though no, I like it. I mean, hey, you know, an accent is just the way you speak at the end of the day.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote.
Right, I guess we'll leave then.
Ah, but since you're here, I might as well tell you a tidbit of news, just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it.
I remember. Like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip, wandered into a burger place with amazing ketchup, and had an article in the tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote. I believe it was.
Oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
That's an oil painting of a giant peach.
Right, this was the stolen painting. And it seems like the artist was copying it for some reason. So, art fraud? So was he essentially going to, recreate the painting, then sell it back, then act like, oh, you know, I found it, here you go, have it back. But then he would have the real painting either for himself or to sell in the black market to like some collector or something, maybe? I bet you want Lana back right about now? Yeah, I want her back a lotta.
Journalists can spell scoops better than burgers. End quote.
Alright, so we gotta present that to him.
Alright, let me go on the record here.
Yes?
I know what you're going to say. Marshall, take this. Write brilliant column. Take that.
I don't think so.
Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. I don't understand.
What could he possibly be writing? You didn't listen to a word I said. Okay, so we can't actually show him that. What now? Or maybe we want this one? No, this is the same thing. Multiverse of Madness came out. Have you watched it? I'm gonna be watching it tomorrow night, actually. So don't spoil that. Huh. What about the magic show? No. Yeah, this guy's mostly just useless. Oh, cool. You know, the first Doctor Strange was one of the best movies in the MCU. So I'm very excited for this one, especially since Sam Raimi is directing it, you know? Okay, looks like nothing I'm showing him is actually worthwhile. Alright, I don't think there's anything for us to do there, so let's head back to the Anything Agency. Phoenix, can you help me out here? I don't know. No? Okay, I don't think Phoenix is helpful. Because he's trying to do his own little trial thing. His trial, if you will. Valent is gone. I can't go into the college. What about back to the studio? Okay, here we go. October 7th, the Drew Studio. Well, how'd it go? Find out anything? Actually, there's one thing I want to check with you. What's that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma? Do we still have Trucy's paintings? No, I assume we gave those back. And no, we're not giving them to the reporter. We're keeping those as far away from him as possible. Sorry, I had a burp there. Are we? Maybe. This painting came from behind that dresser. Oh yeah? So? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you would figure that out. You think you could tell us a bit more about this? I suppose. That's what you think. True mission was a forger. Forger? Yep, it is as I suspect. Cool. So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Okay, so can we acknowledge the fact that how shit of a hiding spot that is? Mans literally has an entire cupboard where he can store like hundreds of canvases and they'll all basically look the same, and instead chooses it to hide it behind a drawer. It's like a little kid hiding behind like a lamppost, you know? It's ridiculous. I was gonna suggest we show Truth and Patties. We were gonna bribe him with a cup of breast milk coffee. Ah! Bold strategy, but no, I'm keeping Emma to myself. I'm not giving her to anyone. Well, basically, that's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes! Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise you can't tell them apart. Oh, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as real articles. It's a crime, of course. The trip mission was a criminal, I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries to supplement his work in illustration, yes. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? What we're trying to determine, when you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be valuable. So the rough sketch is like a practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of the mirror before you're on stage. But not if the case of forgery. Not necessarily, anyways. You know what the finished product is going to look like after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of these finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kind of like where he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True. That would be interesting and maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering her up, Apollo.
Ah, so we're taking the Admiral Throne approach here. Trying to understand someone from their art. Got it.
Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Maybe I should ask Emma to help us out. But yeah, I suppose if he's doing forgeries, that would explain why he doesn't have like a coherent style, right? He traced the drawing without giving proper credit. Unbelievable. So wait, what are we supposed to do with Emma? Let's see, Mr. Sketches, kind of like he was drawing when he stopped looking. Oh, we should ask her about the specific pictures. Got it. Is Spark Brushel the type of guy to post memes in general, or not safe for work? 100%. I kind of want to see the rough sketch underneath this painting. And I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine, fine. Just this time, okay? Let's check it out. Alright, well, let's do this one first. So this is the actual paint. I like how you can actually see the layers. Huh? Cool. It looks like some kind of like power pylon? Maybe? Sure. I mean, that's certainly what it looks like over here. Or like the Eiffel Tower or something like that, you know? That sort of like crossed steel beams and shit. Oh no, it's a statue of some kind. Okay, let's print this one out. Or it's someone on a platform on fire. That's Clavier Gavin. That's a man playing a guitar on a platform on fire. Gavin was standing on a similar platform when his guitar caught on fire during Turnabout Serenade, right? So is this supposed to be a depiction of Gavin? Intriguing.
Very intriguing. What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, he could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between the paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like. Ah, I think I follow you. Well, you did say he was bad with technology, so that makes sense. He wouldn't be keeping up with the times. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out the rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So, Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them. Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd. Maybe do the other guitars that caught on fire? Glavier Cabin. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. Think we could check out one of the other paintings? Ah, well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Just holds the X-ray machine up to Emma. So I wonder if this is gonna be about the 3 cases we've had. So let's take a look at the pufferfish. If my guess is correct, this should be Turnabout Corner, or something related to that, right? Here we go. Okay. Is that? It is! This is the Gael Dune food truck, isn't it? This is Turnabout Corner, it has to be. Or, okay, let's print this one out. Yes! A man carrying the Gael Dune food truck through a forest. This is the Turnabout Corner case. And hell, there's even one of the cups. So yeah, I'm right. Then that means the next painting is going to be Turnabout Trump, right? This one too. Oh, we are fucking Admiral Throning his ass! What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. You think I could just look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. Okay. That's a hand of cards. That is a hand of cards, undeniably. You can see the lines of the cards here. That's a finger, and these are the little spots that... Yeah, and that's an ace. That's the ace of spades. Yep. Oh, they're all aces, damn. Wait, what? Did we miss one? I think we missed one. Damn it! There we go. Okay, let's print this one out. Yep, there we go. That's I don't even know if that was the actual hand that won the match, but it's definitely two men playing poker next to a bottle of grape juice, and it's even got the window in the back of the room. What the heck is all of this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Juicy, look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything? They're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at Borscht Ball Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Governor's concert. Way ahead of you. What could that mean? How could he painted those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Mission your father? Emma, I'm gonna give you the weird champ here. Give me a break! Does that seem even remotely possible to you? I've never heard of any Drew Mission before. I haven't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases, drawn on this canvas. Every single one of them. Could it have been a coincidence? Just who was this Drew Mission? And what did he have to do with me?
You are not the father.
Alright, we did. Now, normally, I would finish the stream here because I don't have time. Because, yeah, I don't think I have time for the next... Yeah, no, I definitely don't have time for the next bit. But because we are trying to, you know, finish the game as quickly as possible, we have to use every second that we have. So I am going to start the trial, and we'll finish... And we'll just end at 5:30, wherever that may be, just in the middle of the trial. Alright? But before that, since this is a, you know, chapter end, I'm gonna go get, something to drink, so I'll be right back.
This time I have a Coke because I'm gonna have to be driving in a couple of in like an hour-ish. So
Good morning.
So, you're Vera, right? I'm Trucy. Trucy, right? That's, right, with a W. But not right, right?
she's judging you so hard.
We're on your side? You can tell us anything, please?
Yeah, no, she's literally been locked into a room with her father for basically her entire life. So, yeah, no, this is definitely child abuse.
Good morning.
She speaks! Give her Jackie's voice?
Good morning. Not bad, not bad. But I think you do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know?
Let's take it easy for starters.
Thank you for taking my case.
That's a full sentence. Congratulations.
Okay, that's a start, I guess.
There she goes off the nail polish again.
That's great. Really, it's so cultured.
Want to try?
Ooh, really?
Girls! We have a murder trial here! The victim, through mission, was a forger, and a stolen painting was found in a studio. A life of crime, really. And maybe one that led to his death. I guess he's being paid an exposure right now. October 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Alright, so there's supposedly gonna be a jury.
Oh, we will now,
So yeah, so there's supposedly gonna be a jury? But like, is that gonna change the mechanics in any way? Oh, hold on, give me a second. I am muted. Okay. Oh, hello, calculator. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Is this a first time catching a stream?
begin the trial of the Venom mission.
Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy and he's looking around all nervous like.
The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time, and may indeed alter our legal system forever.
Today is a test of the juris system, and the first step towards the new order in our courts.
Daddy's secret mission!
The jurists will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will.
Why aren't there any jurists in the courtroom?
The 3 closed-circuit cameras watch the courtroom at all times. The jurists have access to everything that transpires. Jurists! Judge well and judge cool. What case is this? This is the final case. Turnabout Secession, which is case 4-4, if we're using the numbering system.
Now, see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that.
My apologies, Herr Judge.
Jurist, today, judge today's trial coolly, if you would be so kind.
Jurists are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but their feelings. We're about to find out just what effect they're going to have. Okay, so they're not actually in the room because they couldn't be bothered to actually code different mechanics for this trial, like they do for, you know, Great Ace Attorney. We will get to Great Ace Attorney eventually. Like, the jury mechanics in that seem really cool, and I really want to check that out.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. The details of the case, if you would.
The victim is the painter, Drew Mission. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee's poisoned. Whom, you ask? But none other than the defendant, Vera Mission. Objection! Quick objection. There wasn't any poison in the coffee. Acting. Someone's been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself.
The bug? Residue that was found on the brim, I see.
The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death.
The court accepts this as evidence.
Hey, I'm gonna have a look at that. Let's see. Because that's gonna be important. Also, oh, these got all moved. Huh. So can we actually take a look at the, No, I was wondering if we could actually get a look at the sketches again. This is the final trial. Well, it's not the final trial. It's the final case, yeah, but it's the first trial. It's like the first court day, I guess, yeah. We still have a while to go, but yes, it is the last, like, case. Okay, let's see. Death by atroquinine poisoning, estimated time 9 to 9:30. Okay, that's a pretty good time. That's a pretty good estimation. Yeah, we have like no information. I mean, at least cause of death is stated. We have no information regarding the details of the crime. We just know that there was a reporter, then Vera brought him some coffee, he drank it, and he died. That's basically it. We know some stuff about his criminal past, but that's basically it, since, you know, the witness and our client have essentially just kept silent the whole time, so I don't really have much to go on here.
According to this report, the victim's death was caused by atroquinine poisoning.
A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. The lethal dosage is a mere 0.002 milligrams. A touch of atroquinine in the body is the touch of the Reaper's scythe.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness.
I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A man who witnessed the murder in its entirety. A journalist, no doubt. Oh god, I don't want him. The witness will state his name and occupation.
Right. Well, for starters, my name is Spark Burchell. My job is a lone observer of the world.
Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. This is actually gonna be horrible. I hope his cross-examination is short. Oh god. In other words, a freelance journalist, right?
If you don't mind, I'd like to state something for the record.
Yes, Mr. Burchell.
I dislike conclusions, specifically the jumping to aspect of conclusions. Preconceptions make park sandbox of endless desert waste. End quote.
But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday.
Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you today as a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for an exclusive rights to the story. Scoop turns Mr. Brushel into that Mr. Brushel, end quote.
I hate him so much.
Well, let's hear the testimony then, shall we?
Simple case, huh, Gavin? For me, the jury still out. The jurists. Journalist story.
I visited the studio around 9 the night to do the interview. I'm the first outsider to enter the atelier?
How the fuck do you pronounce it? Is that... I would think... Atelier?
Atelier, journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
Tries that if Vera's father is an NFT artist, Russell is an NFT client. So, the distinction between the poisoning being in the coffee versus the poison being in the mug might seem like it's just a, quick, throwaway thing to just, just hide that information a little bit. But it's actually extremely important because coffee beans are gotten from outside, meaning that he must get those from someone. Right? Meaning that if the coffee itself was poisoned, someone could have injected the poison into the beans themselves long before the beans ever arrived at his apartment. But that's not the case. The poison was on the mug itself, meaning that only someone who had direct access to the mug could have actually poisoned him, which certainly makes this case a lot harder for us. But again, it also, depending on how often he actually drinks coffee, the mug need not have actually been poisoned at that very specific time, Also, alternatively, something that's actually really worth noting is if we actually take a look at the poison mark. So, Emma used a special fluid that detects poison, right? Meaning that any poison on the mug must have been, marked. Yet, maybe I've been poisoned. Jesus Christ. Yeah, meaning that any poison on the mug should be revealed. Yet there's the only poison in the mug here is where the victim placed his mouth. And in fact, there's very little poison in the inside of the cup. Most of it is on the underside, and that makes sense because when you drink from a cup, right, you press the underside of your mouth directly up against it, whereas the top of your mouth isn't, it might lightly rest on the top of the cup, but it can't be pressing up against it. It must be loose so that the actual drink can flow through. So. Thank you, Firewall. That means the poison is very clearly where and only where Drew placed his mouth on the cup, right? This is the marking left by his lower lip. This is the little marking left by his upper lip and coffee running through it. So, what's the blue stuff? The blue stuff is essentially where the poison is. Emma used a special fluid that reacts with the poison to create a blue dye. So essentially, where blue stuff is where the poison was. And that poison shape matches, that would be exactly where the victim's lips were resting. It's nowhere else on the cup. So, someone trying to poison him couldn't have just placed the poison here for two reasons. First of all, they would have no knowledge of where he would actually take a sip from the cup. If he had chosen to take a sip from this side of the cup, then he wouldn't have gotten poisoned. Furthermore, if you were actually trying to poison someone, you would put the poison on the inside of the cup. That way, the rushing fluid would pick up the poison as it rushed over it and carry it into their digestive system. Poison on the outside of the cup would end up on their lip, and this being an extremely strong poison would probably dissolve into their saliva, which they would then swallow, and it would probably still kill them. But there are odds that they would not actually get killed. So for best results, you want to put the poison either in the drink itself or on the inside edge. So what this tells me, and the fact that the poison is exactly in the shape of the mouth, is that the cup wasn't poisoned. The guy was poisoned some other way, because Emma told us that the poison usually takes about 15 minutes to trigger before it actually kills you. Meaning, if he had been poisoned before, and he had just had the poison flowing around in his system, and his mouth and his lips were coated in poison, when he goes to take a drink, he places his mouth on the cup, and then the poison that is in his mouth gets deposited on the cup, which then means when Emma sprays it, it reveals residues of poison. If someone really wanted to poison him, the poison should really either be in the coffee or all around the lid on the inner side. But the fact that it's only the shape of his lip on the outside means the coffee mug was not poisoned. The vessel by which poison was delivered into his system must have been something else. Something prior to that. Because I think Emma mentioned that he actually started feeling ill immediately after drinking the cup, which means the actual poisoning took place about 15 minutes before then, and since he received that cup of coffee before the reporter arrived, the actual poisoning should have actually taken place about 15 minutes before the reporter arrived, meaning he's not actually a valid witness. Bing, bada, boom. Alright, we know how we're going to destroy his argument. Let's go.
That does sound like a simple case. Unless you were the one who poisoned him.
What are you saying, Judge?
Need I remind you, the cameras are rolling today. I felt the need to be a bit dramatic.
You didn't do it, did you?
Me do anything like that? Come on, that's like newsmaker making the news, end quote. Or even contemporary witch hunt, end quote.
I think there was an episode of Lucifer where, like, a celebrity paparazzi went ahead and started just killing celebrities so that he could get exclusive pictures of, their death. And, yeah. If I remember correctly, the end of that episode was really fucking good.
I know! Wild accusations! Rock courtroom! End quote!
Rock indeed. You're a fake rock star. Shut the fuck up. Professor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun. I'm so happy for him. Is that what a game journalist looks like? Yeah, that was the guy trying to beat the tutorial for Cuphead, actually.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Your cross-examination, if you please.
Alright, well, I don't think we're quite ready for, the big, the cup wasn't actually poison reveal yet. I feel like we gotta get there in a bit. Visit a studio around 9, interview to do. 9 that night to do the interview. That lines up with the time of death. Time of death was after that. Okay. Well, let's press. 9 at night? Isn't that a little late for an interview?
If the great Painter Drew Bishop says come at 9, believe you me, I go at 9. The first, as it turned out, the last interview with such a prolific painter.
Right. Can you tell us what it was like when you arrived?
The first outsider.
Okay, the first outsider. This one is gonna be worthless, but whatever. Press it anyways. You were the first reporter ever in Drew's studios?
Posterity will look back on that night as a turning point in journalistic history. Basically, a significant step for all mankind, but a giant step for that Russian guy. End quote.
I have no one on the
If no one on the outside ever had access to the studio, then it would serve to reason that the deed was done by an insider. And which he means Vera did it. So, how did this epoch-making interview go? Also, yeah, something that I also just want to look at real quick. We found traces of poison in the frame. And, let's see if we can actually examine this a bit more closely. I think you have to take this back part off to put the photo inside. It's gonna be a really small photo to fit in there. Ew, that pale bluish stain. How would there be poison in a place like this? Oh, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed a bit on here, too. That's not very obvious, Trucy. Yeah, so my thoughts would be that whatever actually contained the poison was essentially stored in this frame and then was given to Drew at some other point, but no, I don't know how it all fits together. I just have bits and pieces there, but at least we know for a fact that the coffee mug was not used for the poisoning. Just good. Would you mind being a little more specific?
Ooh-wee, let me tell you, I'll enjoy a cuppa. In fact, it all began when I was in 3rd grade. No, wait, I was in...
That's not what I meant. I believe I know what her forehead is driving at. The coffee and the victim was served. Did anyone other than the defendant touch it? Right, that's what I was going to say. So interestingly, we still haven't had any big connections between this case and the events of 7 years ago, Phoenix Wright, Kristoph Gavin, or Troop Garamai, all of which were featured in the title screen. So, I mean, in the intro for the case, which means there's gonna be some big development. I mean, we've had some circumstantial ties, like the envelope from 7 years ago, but that's about it. So there's probably gonna be something big that ends up triggering the connections with the previous case, and I'm excited because it feels like I'm enjoying this bit of storytelling, where it's like the other big cases in the games, like Turnabout Goodbyes and Bridge to the Turnabout, you can tell right from the start that there was something like, there were some deep connections to, the previous stuff. Like, for example, Bridge to the Turnabout, you meet Iris, who looks exactly like Dahlia Hawthorne. But interestingly enough, right, in this case, we have, it's all being done more slowly. I like it. I think I prefer this type of storytelling, but yeah, let's see.
Well, now, if you've got a question to ask, you best straight up ask it. That's what I tell all the new recruits several times if necessary. Write for grade schoolers. That's my motto. Which isn't to say I can only write at grade school level, but
Who touched the coffee?
don't know. I was in the back looking at the studio's equipment when she served it.
And what happened next?
You know what happened next? Stars falls. End quote.
What's this about a star falling?
Star falls? Huh? That's like an old telegram. Send money over. Ah, wait. That's like a journalism code word. An important person passes away. A star falls. Get it?
But there's no gravity in space, is there? Also, yes, we have confirmed that the breast milk coffee is indeed safe to drink. There's no poison in it. But there's no gravity in space, is there? Wrong! Wrong! Actually, the Earth's gravity is space. The reason why it doesn't seem like it is because you're constantly falling, and as you fall, you're constantly moving to the side, which actually creates circular motion around a planet. And really, you are constantly falling due to the force of gravity, but because you're moving so far to the right, it doesn't seem like you're falling. And really, the reason why it doesn't seem you are constantly moving and being pulled down by the force of space. It's just that you have two objects. One of them is going in a trajectory, and if you push the other object, it's going to start moving away in a slightly different orbital trajectory. And because in that sort of specific frame of reference, it will look like you just push the force on it and it's moving, and there's no other forces on it because that is the frame of reference that you're in. But if you actually look at it from the lab frame of reference from the Earth, then you will notice that there's actually gravity, and they're both orbiting the Earth. And okay, daily physics rant done. Continue. How do things stars get fall, really? They're all constantly falling at all times, forever. In fact, does it matter? Yes! Yes, it does!
All right, this is good stuff. Good stuff. I better start breaks. Now, let's punch. I know. Start die. Now, likes imagination.
Of course, you could go Drew dice. Right to the point.
I like it.
Gravity does exist in space, you just don't experience it as much. No, that's also wrong. You experience basically just as much gravity as in space as you do on the surface of a planet. It is less, of course, but if you were just in space, like if I was on the space station and all of a sudden I could just press a button and reduce my velocity flying around the Earth to 0 so that I was just completely stationary. I mean, first of all, the space station would just fly off at like hundreds of meters per second, but then I would immediately start falling down to Earth. The distance between Earth and orbits is not large enough for there to be significant differences in the gravity. I think we need to hear a little bit about something more substantial. Brussels coffee, the stars coffee, the moment of death. Yes, actually, that is very important. Give me the moment of death. About when Mr. Misham passed away.
Oh boy, what a scene that was! He put his coffee mug down with a crash, right?
Yes, and then?
Then the cold finger of death touched his spine. Life flame flutters and fails, so cold was the touch. He could do naught but tremble uncontrollably. Actually, Life's flame is a bit tired. Life's river froze over? Yes, that's a go.
I think he's starting this article already. Could you describe that a little more simply?
Well, you can imagine I was pretty surprised. You get the floor, as they say. Artist's seizure is the final performance. End quote.
Atriconine paralyzes the central nervous system. The body arches back like a bow, limbs tremble, and...
That's quite enough of that. Some of us want to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah? Well, I want details. Lots of juicy details.
For that, you can listen to our last year's hit single, Atriconine My Love, by the Governor, is available on all major music outlets.
The point here is that the victim died of atriconine poisoning. Well, Miss Justice, how do you find that testimony?
That is extremely important because, as Emma mentioned, atriquinine takes about 15 minutes for it to actually take effect and kill you. Yet, according to this testimony, he died only moments after drinking from that coffee, which means the poisoning actually took place earlier. Well, as an account of the moment of the victim's death, I'd say it's very important. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well. The court requests the witness add this account to his testimony.
A spasm. Definitely death by poison.
Say it was definitely death by poison. How could he be so sure?
Hey, look, I'm a journalist. I've seen a lot of things. And I've had more than my share of experience with the so-called poisonings. And these fishy fish goes bye-bye, end quote.
That poisoning doesn't count. Should I get him to talk about something else? No need for now. Let's just go with what you have for now.
No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
Exactly, because the poisoning actually took place before you arrived, you numpty. You say that for sure?
For sure. Sure, I'm sure. True Studio isn't a big place, kiddo. And I know someone else had come in.
What if they had been hiding in there from before?
Even if someone had been hiding in the studio, well, they hardly could have poisoned that mug without anyone noticing it.
That's your mistake, Gavin. You think the mug was poisoned when in fact it wasn't.
You think I, Spark Brushel, would miss something so obvious as that?
No way! Yes, you bloody would.
He sure makes it sound exciting. I guess that's his job.
There's only one moment we need to focus on, really.
The moment when Drew Misham died?
Exactly. There has to be something there. Alright, well, let's check out the other options that we have for this testimony. Let's hear about your coffee. So, you drank the coffee that Vera served you, too?
Of course. Right, someone serves you coffee, you drink it. That's what my own boss used to say. Never did get what he meant by it, though.
You're still alive, which is to say you didn't die.
Of course not. No point falling before you're a star. End quote.
That's not exactly what I was getting at.
What were you getting at then? You know the poison was on the rim, not the coffee.
No, it wasn't, you idiot. Well, I mean, it was, but after the poisoning took.
Oh, yes. There were 2 cups on the tray she brought us. One of the cups had Drew's signature painted on the side.
I had a chance to guess you'd take that one by mistake, I guess.
Well, Mr. Justice, was the testimony important?
Sure, let's add it. We're talking about the coffee the witness drank. Let's say that is important.
Very well. Please add that to your testimony, Mr. Brushel.
I drank the coffee too, but I'm not dead yet.
Oh, I'll make sure to fix that. Just give me an opportunity. Sure you drank the coffee?
Oh, yes, quite. I gulped down. Felt the sweet scorch in my throat.
But you say the victim took 1 sip and fell over. And he still kept drinking?
Of course. Drink your coffee when it's hot, never when it's not. That's what my old boss used to say. I never really knew what he meant by it.
Should we go talk more about something else? Yeah, let's talk about the other guy's coffee. You saw Mr. Misham have the coffee too, but did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Of course. He who sees it wins, and he who says it wins bigger. End quote. I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Yet, I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip at that. Man puts lips to mug. Drinks? End quote.
That poison is quite virulent, I hear.
My stomach did a so-called somersault as I gulped down that much coffee without as much as a second glance at it. Wait, maybe there's something there. Some kind of so-called trick. Anyone want to venture for a guess? For the record.
Does this guy have a pause button?
Well, Mr. Justice, did you find that testimony valuable?
Yeah. Victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over?
Oh, yes.
You can go with the press to that one. No, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well, the witness will add this to the testimony.
Vital, right. He had 1 sip, if that. The next moment, he was on the floor.
That's what we need. That is the exact fucking quote we need. Because that we can... Well, that's false, because the poison should have taken longer than that to act, but we'll press him on it. So he either took a sip or he didn't, and then he fell over?
Oh, yes, indubitably. Just like that. Bam, bam.
Mr. Misham drank the coffee and fell over immediately. Burschel's telling the truth, too. Did I get him to talk about something else? No need. No reason to change the testimony. The problem with the testimony is already pretty obvious. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do is... We're gonna need to present something, I suppose. Metroconine poison... I guess we present the mug, right? But we're gonna have to save that for tomorrow because it's getting to be 5... yeah, it's getting to be 5:30, and I need to get ready. I need to leave at like 6, so I need to get ready for leaving. So yeah, we're gonna end it right here. Head out to the main menu. We've gotten a bit of a start on this case. We're about 3.5 hours in. That's not too bad. I wanted to be 5.5 hours in. That's why I wanted to start this at noon, but I got busy. This was fun. Yes, it indeed was. Indeed was. Yeah, thanks. You take care too, Firewall. Thanks for being here. Obviously, to anyone here, don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new here, you can subscribe or join our Discord down in the description so you can never miss when we go live and my face cam is not on. There we go. Yeah, any kind of engagement, comments, likes, that all helps the channel. The Discord, you can chat, you can post memes. It's great. It's fantastic. And yeah, we'll be back, I reckon tomorrow. I should have time. We're gonna be back tomorrow, probably a bit earlier than usual. And, yeah, we're just gonna be playing through the rest of this. I don't know how much longer this trial is. It's a final trial, so I'm imagining it's pretty lengthy, but we're gonna be putting a big stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting pretty early and going pretty late as I can. So I don't know, it could be like 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours, but I'm just trying to, rush through it as quickly as possible. Sunday won't be as Sunday should be able to do another long stream, but yeah, we're gonna be trying to just go as as much as we can, and just trying to finish this up. Yeah, thanks for that, Firewall Calculator. We're gonna try to finish this. So yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. Whether you were hanging out in the chat or you were just watching, either way is appreciated. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for some more Follow Justice Ace Attorney.